Hey, good afternoon. The snow fell in Michigan. What we have here today in this cold November day, but we finally got a little bit of sunshine left, is a bad to the bone 1968 Buick Gran Sport. I left it jacked up, going to go through the car really quick. Then we're going to take it on a test drive. Very, very well executed body and paint work. Stiff build on the drivetrain, about 600 horse. We're going to go through that as well. For starters, while I'm up here, I left magnets. We went all the way around the lower body on this and the wheel lips, and I wanted to show that the magnetic adhesion on the body is good. There's still photos all around the car depicting the magnetic adhesion. Frame rails are really clean. No evidence of collision ahead of the spring pockets that I can see. The suspension's all been rebuilt at some point. Still an original four-wheel drum brake car. I know that lighting is not great. Let me go around the other side. Floor pans are in really, really good shape. Car's got coated headers into 3-inch dual Flowmaster exhaust. That'll lighten up in a second. Come on, don't make me a liar. There we go. We'll get to the rear end in a minute. Boxed lower control arms as it should have, but the floor pans, as you can see, there we go, I'll scoot, are in really, really nice shape. No evidence of patches. Turbo 400 switch pitch built with a 4000 stall converter. Headers are drilled. You can see that there. Let's see. Yeah, headers are drilled for sensors to tune. But I don't think they were necessarily used for tuning on this car. Car's set up with a Ford 9-inch in the back. Sway bar boxed lower control arms, as I'd mentioned earlier. Gas tank's been out and done. It's a 390 Detroit locker, limited slip. The paint's in just gorgeous shape. The car is really straight. Very, very nice going down both sides. You can see the sunset. You can see me in the reflection there. There's very little damage or chips to remark about. There's a small chip on the rocker here. There's a little tiny pinhead chip there. A little bit of crow's feet I saw maybe right in here, although honestly I don't see it anymore. It was real minimal. No real dings or dents to speak of. Original trim is in pretty good shape. You can see a little bit of stage 1 pitting and some of this original GS trim. A little bit of patina around the hood opening bezel. Original date-coated glass is all in the car. Tiny little sand peck, I'll call it. Not even considered a stone chip. I wouldn't change it. This glass has a few roller marks from a worn pad guide, but the rest of the glass is in really nice shape. A little bit of patina on the vent uprights. Same on the quarter window uprights. Vinyl tops in excellent shape. Aftermarket Kreger 5-spokes with BFGs on there. Tons of tread left on them, not too many miles driven. Gonna hop in it and take it down the road. They built a 600 horse motor. This front bumper looks really good. It had a little bit of straightening done to it. If you take a strong, straight look at it, it was tonked right here at one time, right here in the nose. The bumper surface still has a little crack in it, and because of that push in there, the bumper came out a little here. I think they did a pretty good job straightening it and probably replated it along the way sometime, but not positive about this history. We're selling this car for an estate. If you're interested in it, give us a call, 800-301-3886. You're about to see the test drive, and I'm about to see what 600 horse feels like. The wind noise should be pretty limited today. Sun's getting ready to go down, so I want to get it on the road here quick. Real nice restored stock interior. That'll show up better when I'm not aiming into the sun. Door panels and quarter trim are in fine shape. Door jambs were done equally as nice as the rest of the car. Everything was taken apart. You can see there's really nice detail and presentation on the latch and strikers. Seals were all changed. All original soft ray date coated glass in place, as I mentioned earlier. Windows go up and down without issue. Headliner's in wonderful shape. Anything you can't see in this video, we have still photos of. Package tray. No cracks in the dash pad. Going around the other side of the car, just showing you a little bit of paint fade in that original GS 400 emblem. But those pieces of trim are very difficult to get your hands on. The grille was replaced in this car, and it took the owner, I understand, a long time to do that. Door jamb, again, same level of detail. The plastic chrome trim back here is showing some wear where your hand goes in. Plastic chrome trim here is original, and it shows some wear. Got a little crack in the steering wheel here, but it's a good, honest, solid survivor. All right, let's head down the road. AM, FM, Sonomatic. Air-conditioned car. Before we get fired up, in the car currently is a 68 period correct 455. Does have the 400 stock chrome valve covers on it. Cool runner aluminum high-rise intake. Dual feed Holley. All the air conditioning components are hooked up. Cut off on the battery. MSD billet distributor coil and a 6AL box back there. Set up with power steering, power brakes. Coated headers. You can see that the suspension's all been rebuilt. Shocks have been replaced. Rear springs and shocks were done as well. Car's a little bit cold-blooded. 60 degrees. That's probably what it is outside right now. 55, 60 degrees. Maybe 61. Pulled it out here about 3 hours ago. Let's get her fired up. Cold oil pressure's coming up. Temp's not coming up yet, but looks like we're rounding out around 65. Feels pretty cold-blooded. Idling pretty nice. Engine's a recent rebuild with a lot of high-end internals. Let's head down the road. Car's set up with a tilt column, power steering, power brakes, air conditioning. Temperature hasn't started coming up yet. Kind of like to get it a little warmer before we take it out. It's got a hidden high quality cassette player in the glove box. AM, FM Buick radio. Dash pad's looking really nice. Idles nicely at about 800. while we're letting it warm up a minute. Fan appears to be functioning. The clock does not appear to be churning. Turn signals are operating left and right. Dash lights appear to be functioning. Bright light indicator is going on. Let's go check the lights outside. Car set up with T3 headlights. Looks like one of them's out. Parking lights are working. Side markers are working. Boy, that 3-inch exhaust. 3-inch exhaust sounds really good. Vinyl top's in really nice shape. Previous owner has passed away, and I don't know what all the toggle switches are for. I read in there that one of them controls the switch pitch, 4,000 stall. I don't think I'm going to flip any switches if I can avoid it. For starters, we'll just take it for a nice easy cruise while we're still warming up. There's first to second at about 20 miles an hour. Second to third at about 35. The shifting's not too aggressive at low speeds. Registering a tad high at 60. Feels like we're doing more like 50. Turn 2800 Rs. A little bit of wind noise coming through that vent. Jason Phillips from Appraise 800-301-3886. I'm out test driving a 1968 Buick Gran Sport. This car has its original numbers matching engine on a stand in the garage, and the owner of this car, prior to his passing, built a nice fun motor, around 600 horse. I didn't see the dyno sheets on it, but a few minutes from now we're going to get on it once we get warmed up. Looks like we're about to 190 right now, so I'd say we're getting there. Feels like it wants to run. I'm gonna pause the camera, turn around, go the other way. It's Friday night. Traffic's getting a little bit heavy. Quite 5 o'clock. We're just about to lose daylight here in Michigan. All right, we're going to get out into traffic. Car feels good. Stop and do another aggressive acceleration before the battery on my recorder dies, if I can. By the way, applying the brakes, the power assist, that engine's sucking up a lot of vacuum, so the power assist works fine, but it's not, it's noticeable that there's a lack of vacuum. Track, and we're showing 80 miles an hour. It's about as fast as I'm going to push it. Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise, wrapping up a test drive, 1968 Buick Gran Sport. On a nice cold day in Michigan today. Let us know if you're interested in this car. We'll have over 250 still photos, including the car jacked up, magnet test all around, and a good narrative description and a report put together if you'd like to see it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to chastise me a bit on my lack of test driving skills, but this thing's a monster. It feels like it could get away from you. And I know I'm not using the tranny controls correctly. I'm guessing it would show us a whole lot more if we were someplace safe to speed. Return test drive, we're running about 190, 195 on the temp. Oil pressure's holding up about 32, 33 pounds. I don't know if the volt gauge is hooked up or not. Fun car to drive with some lessons. Can definitely hear those solid lifters churning away. Well, this car's seeking a new home. If you want to make room for it in your garage, give me a call and we'll get it figured out. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Last note, the trunk